What is going on, guys? It is your boy Sherman the Vermin, back with a very different video than my usual content. I've been trying to make this video for the past 6 months, pretty much ever since I got the news, but I haven't really worked up the nerve or the courage to sit down in front of a camera and put myself in this situation, because it's definitely not something that anybody would want to do. God, it's just so hard to actually say this. I'm gonna just get straight to the point and just tell you guys the full honest truth. For the past 6 years, I have been a heavy hookah smoker. For everyone that doesn't know what a hookah is, I'll show you right now. This is a hookah, okay? A lot of people have probably seen it in my videos or seen me smoking it on my live streams on Twitch. And I've got a lot of questions about it, like, is it weed? What is it? Does it get you high? Like this and that. It does none of those things. It's not weed. It's not a bong. It's not nothing like that. So a hookah is used to smoke tobacco out of. So when you think of tobacco, you automatically assume a cigarette. But this is just nothing like a cigarette. Cigarettes smell bad. Cigarettes taste bad. They just have like an all-around horrible image around a cigarette. If you see someone smoking a cigarette, you just think like, damn, that person's probably had, a rough life. But in the day that we live in now, hookah is looked at as, a party thing, or, you see a lot of rappers smoking hookah, and it's made to look like, not as bad as it really is, when in reality, hookah is a lot worse than a cigarette. So people usually smoke hookah at a party, get together with some friends, at a hookah lounge. People don't really smoke hookah at their house just every day. It is still addictive, but just not in the same way as a cigarette. Because a hookah isn't something that you could just pull out of your pocket and just smoke. For the past 6 years, I've been smoking hookah for about 4 to 6 hours, almost every single day. To put that in perspective, 1 hour of hookah is 100 cigarettes. Hookah does not get me high. Hookah does not make me feel any different type of way. Hookah is just my way of dealing with stress. When I saw hookah, and I saw everyone smoking hookah, I'm like, who cares? I'll smoke some hookah every now and then. Again, it's just so different from a cigarette or from weed. Some people look down on weed, and, a lot of people look down on cigarettes, but you don't really hear anyone talking about a hookah. But when you smoke hookah as much as I do, I'm playing video games, I smoke hookah, I stream, I smoke hookah. I smoke hookah from the second that I wake up until 10 minutes before I go to sleep. I don't know why. I just get very stressed. And well, about 6 months ago, I got a call from Brian's manager asking me if I was available to film for Number One Chicken. I was super excited about it. It's a YouTube original, bring a lot of exposure to my channel, and it would just, allow me to, show my personality. And it was just super sick. Moving to LA for a month to film, and I was just super excited about it. So, I was quick to jump on it. I was like, yeah, dude, I'm so down. This is going to be great. So they're like, all right, cool. All you got to do, you just got to go to the doctor, get a physical, make sure you're fully healthy, and, you're good to go. You come down, we film, and that's it. I thought nothing of it. I have played sports more than half my life, and I've done many physicals, and I've never had any health problems. And I went in, the doctor was checking me, and everything looked fine. And then they checked my blood pressure, and my blood pressure was just through the roof. The doctor took the device off and was pretty much like, okay, I think the device is malfunctioning. Let me check again just to make sure. And at this point, I got a little nervous. I was like, okay, I hope the device is malfunctioning and that there isn't something wrong, So she puts it back on and she checks my blood pressure again. The same thing, maybe even a little bit higher than it was before. So the doctor kind of started freaking out a little bit, took off the thing, and instantly just put her hand on my wrist and started checking my heart rate. Your heart rate should never be over 100 beats per minute, ever. That's the rule of thumb. Your heart rate should never be over 100 beats per minute. My heart rate was at 130 beats per minute. The doctor asked me if I was nervous, if there was any reason my heart could be beating fast. And at this point, I was super fucking nervous because I'm like, dude, this is like really bad. Like the doctor's reaction was freaked me out a lot. So I was like, I have no idea, like, why my heart rate would be going so fast, why my blood pressure would be so high. She told me that I'm at risk for a heart attack, like at any moment. I had so many thoughts going through my head at that time. Like I was just so scared. You know, like to think that that would be the end of my life. So I instantly just opened the door and I just went to Leslie. I was like, hey, you need to come in here. Like, you need to listen to what's going on. She, you know, Leslie starts like freaking out. She said, what's going on? She came in. The doctor explained it. And the first thing I did, I just called my mom. I was like, hey, mom, like, I just got to talk to you. Like, and my mom is, you know, trying to calm me down. And, you know, Leslie's like on the verge of crying. And it's just, it was a shit show. You know, that wasn't the first time I seen my life flash before my eyes, but that was definitely the first time that I wasn't in control of the situation. I couldn't just randomly bring my blood pressure down, so, you know, I just started freaking out. The doctor asked me if I smoke cigarettes or smoke weed. I said, no, of course not. You know, like, I don't smoke cigarettes. That was my mindset. I don't smoke cigarettes, I don't smoke weed, I don't do none of that. I told the doctor, I said, no, I don't. And then Leslie was like, you smoke hookah. And then I was like, oh, yeah, I smoke hookah. But I didn't think it was like a big deal. And then the doctor was like, okay, it all makes sense. You know, the doctor understood that I smoke hookah and just told me like, hey, like that's why your heart rate is so fast, and hookah also raises your blood pressure. And the doctor told me like I need to quit smoking hookah ASAP. And that I wasn't allowed to be on number one chicken. So I was, you know, just super bummed and also very scared, you know. So the doctor put me on medication to help me with my heart rate and my blood pressure. And I stopped smoking hookah for about a week. And when I went in for my next physical, my heart rate and blood pressure was fine, surprisingly. So I was allowed to go on number one chicken. From that day of that physical till the last day of number one chicken, I did not smoke one puff of hookah. I was terrified. I didn't smoke one puff of hookah. So I'm someone that does not like to tell people my problems. I don't like to burden other people with my problems. You know, that's the last thing that I want to do. I just hate when the attention is on me or people are trying to help me. I don't know why, I just hate it. I didn't tell Brian, I didn't tell Brandon, I didn't tell nobody. The only people that knew was my mom, my dad, and Leslie. As a matter of fact, everyone is probably just now figuring out about this through this video. Hi everybody, sorry that this is the way you have to find out. It's not that I don't love you, I just don't want to bother anybody with my problems. So anyways, we filmed number one chicken, everything was fine, and you know, I wasn't having like these feelings that I want to smoke hookah, like, oh, I need to smoke hookah, nothing. So when we got back from filming number one chicken, you know, it was a very happy time. And then, you know, my YouTube videos were just failing like left and right. Every video that I uploaded would get, you know, bad feedback, bad views, and a lot of the problem was the comments that I was reading. You know, normally I'm really good with hate comments. I never let it get to me, but I was just at a very stressed time in my life, and I was getting a lot of hate comments and people telling me that, you know, you don't deserve what you have, everything was handed to you, your content has become shit, you know, like you don't deserve anything. And it just was kind of like when you wake up every morning and you're so excited to see what positive mark you left on the YouTube world, but instead you just read comments about people just telling you that you're cocky, that you think you're the shit, that you don't deserve what you have, that, you know, your content is shit, and you do that every day. It just becomes a very depressing, stressful thing. You know, you instantly start thinking, what am I doing wrong? And I would get very stressed out, and I would have bad anxiety and depression, and I wouldn't tell anybody about it because, again, I don't like to let people in on my feelings, and I'm very good at faking the way I feel. So, you know, even to my mom, to my dad, to Leslie, to Brian, to Brandon, to everybody, I would just, everything's fine, but on the inside, I'm going through it. I'm not proud of holding back my emotions, especially from Leslie, because she just helps me with everything in life, and I should have opened up to her about it earlier. But I just don't like to put problems on other people. Like, it's my life. I don't want anyone else to feel worried or feel like they have to help me. You know, everyone has problems. Why does mine matter? But quickly, Leslie showed me that that's not the way to go about life. And from that point, you know, she's been trying to help me to stop smoking hookah. I have cut down on smoking, but the past 3 months have been super bad. I've developed very bad heart problems, and there's a lot of times when me and Leslie have to drive to the emergency really fast because my heart is just beating out of my chest and it hurts. And they have to, you know, give me these heart pills that I hate taking because they make me feel super relaxed, and I hate being relaxed. I love being hyper. And, you know, I gotta take these heart pills every single day. Otherwise, I'm at risk for having a heart attack. It's hard on Leslie too because, you know, she's so used to seeing me tackle every problem that I have and, you know, succeed. And you know, this is just something that's definitely more challenging to tackle. And I hate to say this right now, but if we're being realistic, my life could be over at any moment. Um, my heart rate is just through the roof. Like right now, if I were to check my heart rate, I'd be at like 110, 120. And it just takes a really big toll on my heart. I guess I just made this video just in case anything does happen to me. I don't want anybody to make up these false things about what happened to me, because they don't know if I would have wanted to talk about this or if I would have wanted anyone to know. So I'm just going to bite the bullet and tell you guys myself. You know, this is what's going on right now. I want you guys to know. I just want to say I love you guys so much. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, you guys are all I have. It's a very scary thought to think, you know, that, you know, any day now, my heart could just give out. Even if I were to just quit smoking hookah right now today, my heart is still weak. Smoking hookah for 6 years has put some irreversible effects on my body, but that doesn't mean that there's no hope. I'm taking my medication every day, and you know, hopefully it gets better from here on out. But just in case, I just wanted to make this video to tell you guys I fucking love you guys so fucking death. You guys made me the happiest person in the whole entire world, and I always try to be a good influence. I didn't realize how stupid I was to do this, and you know, get caught in all this. But you know, I understand now. May or may not be too late. Who fucking knows, dude? I just want to tell you guys, like, I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Don't take life for granted. Life is very short. Do not do drugs. Do not consume nicotine. Don't do nothing that's gonna affect your body health, because that's seriously like the most important thing in life, is just to take care of your body. It's the key to living a long life, man. And you know, hopefully I could get through this, but I just want you guys to know how much you guys mean to me and how much I love you guys. I really hope that this doesn't make anybody look at me different. I'm not a different person. I'm the same old Sherman the Vermin, but at the end of the day, I am human. We're all human, and we all go through things, and we all have problems, and you know, it's just about how we deal with it. You guys are all that I've had since I was 15 years old. You guys are the only thing that makes me happy. Getting in front of a camera and filming and making people laugh and just making funny content is the thing that's kept me going all these years. You guys are such a big part of my life, so I hope that this doesn't make you guys look at me in a different way. But I am admitting to my faults, and I do understand that I am very wrong to be doing this, especially, you know, being an influence to any younger audience out there. So I'm very sorry for anyone out there, and I know that this doesn't make it any better, but I hope you guys still love me after this. Peace.